For working with Lycoming County, we have challenges because we have different operations and it's not always consistent. So we have single stream recycling, so everything going into one container. And then we have our drop-offs. So now they're combined. We have all the containers, the metals and plastics going into one. The fibers have all the paper products going into one, and then glass remains separate. So now, instead of people bringing in these big bags and throwing the bags in, they have to empty the material into the container. So yes, it may take a couple more minutes than normal. It takes me 3 to 5 more minutes than what I typically would have taken, because I also use the containers. So this doesn't allow for material to go in that we don't want. We've seen people trying to shove in bigger plastics that they want to be recyclable, but it's not. So we kind of call that wishful recycling. They want something to be recycled because they believe everything should be recycled. So these random plastics, again, maybe someone had a good intention. They think that this is plastic. Why can't it be recycled? I want it to be recyclable. It's not acceptable at our facility, and we don't have a home for this. I'm not sure what some of this material is. We even have a satellite dish and even a car part. A whole bumper.
Can you pull that out?
What we used to see were these bags coming in, even to the fact of these film, like for water bottles and paper towels. So yeah, this is film, this is recyclable, but not at our facility, unfortunately. So these are best to, put them all together, collect them, take them back to the grocery store. These will all then go down to a location where it becomes composite lumber. So, but for us, the issue is, one, if people put their material in here, the people online have to physically rip open the bag to find out what's in there. Sometimes it's trash, sometimes it's recycling. It's always a surprise.
All food scrap containers, all contaminated in a bag, none of that's recyclable.
Newspaper, what your dog treats might come in, or, like a bar, and just the regular paper bag, which we used to get at grocery stores. Those are great. You can throw all that material into that bag, paper bag, and throw it into our mixed fiber bin. So these two are number one. This one's a little bit more flimsy, this one's a little bit sturdier, but they're still number ones. These are number twos. So these two have the highest values in recycling. When we have our 3 through 7 plastics, which again, we only want the material that would be coming from your kitchen or laundry, so they'd be a bottle, container, a jar. We don't want those heavy, rigid plastics. So, but for our purposes at the drop-off, we want 1s and 2s. It's confusing because you want to recycle a lot of material. You feel good about it, but you want to make sure you're doing it correctly and responsibly.